Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. There is no question today's game could be defined by the passing game. The Chiefs are top 10 in pass yards, and they're going up against the Chargers, who will need to be ready to cover a lot of space.
Larry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And the Kansas City Chiefs. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Play action now. Brissett. And it's complete. Henry. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now a play fake here on first down. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. 23 yards on the play.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Now Gordon on first down, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now it's 2nd and 7. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Play fake, Brissett. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Wormley in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And the sack parade continues. Remember last week, they had an astounding 8 sacks, another one there on the opening drive.
And they have the mentality of just attacking the quarterback in the pocket, no matter what. They're one of those teams that says, we play the run on our way back to the quarterback, and that philosophy works for them very well.
And he motions the wide receiver. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So our initial drive here this afternoon results in 3. I'm not sure that was a statement necessarily, but getting points on the road, never a bad thing.
No question about it, Brandon. You had a crowd that was all fired up during pregame introductions, yet you're able to quiet them just a little bit by taking the early lead.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Mahomes to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
Here we go. 3-19. Gone. Detroit. Check 24. Here we go now.
Mahomes going to throw. And able to find Conley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Detroit. No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. All right, here we go. Green.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. We're still in search of the first down after that last completion. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And now a fumble. The ball's out and picked up by the Chargers. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Slot man moves right. We're set on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take the ball, the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
All right, now, look at back there. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30. Watch it now, Barney. Watch it now, Barney. Back there, Philly. Here we go. Detroit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Now he's flushed, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Melvin Ingram, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone. Leopard. Watch it now, Barney.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Caught here by Conley. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Detroit. All right, here we go. 56. Blue 90. 56. Blue 90. No. Check. Patriot.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And now here comes Kansas City. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Set. 319.
And the back goes into motion. On 1st down, Mahomes. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. He's going to go deep for Conley. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 61 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Here we go now. Green, 30.
They run again with Hunt. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers getting set to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference. Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. This is taken at the 15. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Under 10. Check 31. Shift. Hurry up, here we go.
In motion, Hill.
Blue 90. Leopard.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Mahomes now on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. They'll try to throw now. Brissett. And some room to work. Nifty move by Gordon. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Mahomes now on first down. And going deep for Hill. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for KC. 68 yards. Going to hand it off to Hunt. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll toss it to Hunt, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They go play action with Brissett. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Design run for their wideout. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go.
On play action, Brissett. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, look at that. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Watching that Barney. Watching that Barney.
The slot man in motion right. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense is just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks, too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
319. Leopard. Watching that Barney. Now let's go.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. 4-6 defense. They were daring him to run the football. They ran it. A little football 101. Take us through what the 4-6 defense is, Charles.
So what you're trying to do with your big defensive front is cover the interior offensive lineman, the center, and the 2 guards, and make it difficult if you even want to think about running the ball inside. If you can control them, that allows the linebackers and the safeties to run free and get to the ball carriers. And that play worked really well. No gain.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Let's go. What? None.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And he had time there. I mean, you give any quarterback that length of time, he'll make you pay.
It just puts way too much stress on guys trying to cover downfield because, as you said, you that much time in the pocket. He can scan the field, find the open person. That's exactly what happened there. And what was the end result again?
Touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Mahomes now to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Here's Hunt. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game. That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A first down throw for Brissett. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Set. Back there in that Philly. Here we go. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass and want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 32 yards.
Detroit! Detroit! There you go now. Check. Patriot. Patriot. 3-19. Over. There you go now. Check. Patriot. Patriot. 3-19. Detroit. Detroit. Check.
And the wideout in motion. They'll run again with Hunt. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
All right, here we go.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll bring a tight end in motion. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Now they send a man in motion right. 2nd down, the ball on the 2 here, 2nd and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, 2nd half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They come out here in the eye. Good play here. 3rd down. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So the D-line's going to spread out. Second down, Brissett. Throw right side, complete to Williams. 23 yards on the play.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They go play action here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
A second down throw for Brissett. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Chargers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Gordon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A second down throw for Brissett. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. The bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover.
Here we go now. Leopard. Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
No, check. Patriot. Now let's go. 3-19. Leopard. Switch. Go.
On play action. It's Mahomes. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green, 30.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Here's Mahomes to throw, and going deep for Hill. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here, nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot. Hurry up, here we go. Blue line. Over. Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment. But here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger 1st.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Now Brissett. Buying time to his left. Over the middle, complete. It's Lawson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Brissett now on second down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him 9 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. And the Giants have taken the lead there late in that game. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
They'll look to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions are giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. And it's the Redskins that have now taken the lead there late. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. They find some open field here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to throw. Flush to his right. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Mahomes to throw. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. Now a first throw here in overtime. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Third and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
And always sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Penalty stings big time there. Wipes away a very good return.
And they work out it so hard because the goal is give yourself some space for your offense to really work. Try and gain an additional first down outside the 20 or 25-yard line. Instead, this one's going to come back.
This is Hunt. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Now let's go. Blue, landing. Watch it. Leopard. Leopard. 83 speed. 83 speed. Now let's go. Leopard. Leopard. All right, now look at 56. Detroit. Detroit. Let's see it. Check 52. Detroit. Detroit. Over. Set.
Now it's Hunt. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The Chiefs on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Now let's go. 3-19.
What can Mahomes do now with his overtime drive? And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. Here's the Chiefs punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This being their second opportunity in overtime, 3rd overall drive, see if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
Play action now, Brissett. Escaping the pressure right. Across the formation, he's got a man, that's Allen. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. It's caught on the right side, Williams. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. The Chargers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Brissett. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A huge play there in overtime. 42 yards. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Fresh set of downs here. Here's Gordon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. From the gun, here's Brissett. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, That'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goal is from in overtime.
Yeah. Young Gerald. Yeah. Yeah.